So that was just a little bit of fun, and some of the stuff there was a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but you get the idea. There are many, many ways to have success with niche and affiliate websites. But the one thing that you really can't replace is the time, the man hours or the woman hours that go into creating something. Now that might not necessarily be the amount of time you're spending directly on a site. It could be the hours that you've put in terms of learning, in terms of finding out what works, testing and figuring it out. But the point is, overnight success doesn't generally just happen. Overnight success comes with thousands and thousands of hours of hard graft. And if you're not prepared to put that in, then you're not going to be successful, or certainly not reach those true real heights that are attainable, that are possible. Now, it's not that often that it snows in the UK, so I need to use a snow-based analogy and take advantage of this situation. But when it comes to building niche sites, it's really easy that once we see success, that we take our foot off the pedal and stop continuing to take the steps that we took in the first place to get to that level of success. And that's why we quite often see those Ahrefs and Google Search Console graphs that see the increase, and then suddenly a decline, because people simply stop doing what it was that got them there in the first place. So, to use the snow-based analogy, if I have this little bit of snow in my hand here, and I just leave it, eventually it's going to melt. However, if I add some more snow, maybe a bit more content, and then I continue to add that content, and then maybe I continue to do a little bit of link building, some branding, some YouTube videos, and keep building that content, eventually that snow or your site is going to become so strong that it takes a lot longer for it to melt away. And no, I'm not going to hold that snow in my hand until it melts. Eventually it would though. So the point I'm trying to make here is that you've got to continue to build. Once you see success, don't just suddenly stop. Don't just rest on your laurels. Keep going. So back in the warmth now, and this next one really is a follow-on from what we said out there, and this is about enjoying the process. You have to have a certain mindset when it comes to creating niche sites, and you really have to have the drive and the will for success, like we've already said. But a lot of that comes down to the process. Now, I recently saw this video by Below Average Blogger where he talked about this need for enjoying the process. Now, I'm not going to say what he said, I'm going to let you watch it for yourself.
And if you don't love and you're not committed to the idea of success and the idea of making it and the idea of building it and embracing those failures along the way, because there will be failures along the way. There will be nights you sit at your kitchen table or your bed or whatever, you talk to your girlfriend, your wife, your spouse, your husband, doesn't matter. There will be days where you question all of this.
So you do have to be mentally strong to deal with those highs and those lows. There's no getting away from that. And if you're not of the mindset to be able to do that, then like I say, it might be that niche sites for the long term are not going to be sustainable. Now, the other thing is you're going to see comments and posts on social media, on YouTube, of people saying that things can't be done. Now, there are so many ways that you can approach niche sites these days when we've got AI in terms of really building out a brand, human touch, EAT. And for every single one of those, there are going to be people that say it's not the right approach, it's not what you should be doing. If you think you're taking the right approach, ignore the noise, ignore the naysayers, and just go and do it. So hopefully you can see from that the top secret message that we watched, it's not really that top secret, is it? It's all information that's out there, and there are many, many ways in which you can approach niche sites in 2023. But ultimately, it does come down to you as an individual in terms of your motivation, your mindset, and the discipline that you can give to your project. Now, if you do want to go that extra level, so take that extra step and protect your websites to a certain extent, then check out this video next, where I talk about how I'm using branding across my niche sites to give them that extra level of protection and really solidify them in terms of EEAT. Guys, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video.